for recasting your worldview. And what that means is, how do we see ourselves in the world? How do we see the world working? And of course, the major question that people ask is, what happens when I die? And what happens to this person I know who died? And this has been a question throughout human history for at least the last 50,000 years. And this tradition has something to say about that. And so you acquire, you have access to these discussions, and they become very elaborate. And that's really, this semester has been interesting because of an introduction to that system of thinking. How does the world really work? Which then leads to the question of what's important in my life versus what is not quite so important. I thought having a red car was really going to bring me happiness. And then I thought maybe it's because it should have been blue. But you really get to ask these questions, and you're in an environment where you have centuries of people who have been working on this through intellectual process and then this spiritual process, which is something that you do not have direct access to. You cannot shape your emotions. And so that's the interesting thing about living here and studying here and training and cultivating here, is that there's that kind of third element, maybe body, mind, spirit. You know what the body is, you know what the mind is. Spirit is a mystery, and mystery is okay. That's part of what we do in the humanities, is we look at that not easy to define mystery. The Buddhist texts will go into great detail to try to expose you to that mystery. But it is not something you can write out a mathematical formula or even a fancy essay that will describe it, although they've tried. And you will read those essays, and they will be very difficult to understand. But it's rich. There's a lot going on here, yeah.